Welcome to Accidental Discharge.
Okay, but what's the topic? Okay, maybe we'll discuss that in the show. I want to sound ignorant.
Don't sound ignorant.
Because I don't really speak a lot. I prefer to like listen. But right now, what they call it, it would be weird to do a podcast. I'm not speaking inside, so I just want to prepare.
Well, duh, that's what you hear.
It could be weird, or it could just be like a new thing. Like people just be like, when we tell them like, oh, there were 4 of us on the podcast, they'll be like, oh, really? We only heard 3 voices. You'll be like, yeah, that's the thing.
It's not me. You started with.
You're not comfortable with that?
Nah.
Bro, Njibaby said, I'm good. Next.
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain.
We've kicked off, so...
Okay, you guys know. Okay, Chiaka. Let me follow you guys back.
Woo! Thanks for that, man.
Anytime.
See, guys, do like her and follow us.
What is that? Let me see.
See what?
What
Check your
page is
phone
that?
now.
Oh, this is your official podcast. Okay. Oh my God, I thought it was your account.
No.
Okay. I'm
You can follow my account
I'm
too.
follow
That's
you
all.
back. That's on theory. I got you.
Sorry, I have small good angles. But why did you when I was fighting you?
Husband material.
As in Tara's
Isn't that one of the isn't that one of the angles for a good man?
Husband
If your man can take your picture.
Unless you can hire a content creator to be doing it for her, you have to be.
I feel as though like in
Sorry,
all
you
my
didn't- you
things with guys, I'm always the one taking the good pictures.
I didn't
of
tag you,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm always the one
I
taking
tagged the
pictures
wrong
of him.
person.
You know me, Amarachi is in this
Checking
place.
your request now.
Checking your record, that's why I check.
Amarachi, come on, don't fear me like. I
That's how
thought some
she
random person would just see a tag and be like, who are these people?
One time it was my
Blocked.
friend's birthday and I tagged him, it was a wrong hand. He'd be like, who is this? I know you. I wanted to tag. Yeah.
So guys, today we have 2 guests. I'm sure you've already heard.
2, in case if one doesn't speak.
Oh, it looks nice.
So guys, please introduce yourselves.
Yeah, give it to them.
Take it.
On period.
Hey y'all, my name is Amarachi, representing from North Carolina State University. You know how we do.
Oh yeah.
Red. We what's our mascot? We just chilling out here. We're so excited to be on the Accidental Discharge podcast. We're about to talk about some real stuff and dish out some real tea. Yeah.
Amarachi's out here in a bandana, just like you.
Practically.
She's got a bandana.
Gang.
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 Oh, somebody's shy. You don't want to introduce yourself?
You're not
This dude is funny. Yo,
She not big fan of the
like,
camera.
look at her, like for real.
She did so good.
She did so good?
She did so good in hands. I'm just thinking like, where am I repping from?
Where am I
Well, am I talking about magic? Where am I
Whoa,
repping
don't talk that
You're
on
repping
me.
from
yeah, JBL for life. Gang,
My
gang.
boss.
My boss. Tomorrow is his birthday, so shout out. Big golden age, jubilee.
Wow.
I love my boss, guys.
I love my boss.
Okay, my name is Njideka Osuji, but everyone calls me Nji.
Baby.
Because that Njibaby.
Oh, Njibaby.
The motherfucking.
Okay.
Njibaby, that's the way. And where am I rapping? I'm rapping from everywhere, around you, in your ears. I've always wanted to do this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I've always been the one to record people, so this is good and this is new, so I'm excited. Yeah. That's Nji.
I think they can feel the energy. Right?
Yeah, like we're so hyped. We've been speaking for hours, and we thought the energy would die, but it's just
Still
started.
alive.
Still here.
That's what youth does, man. Inji is also repping youth, man.
Yes,
We had a-
Team
we-
YOUTH.
Yeah, we had a conversation in the office the other day, and Inji literally said she's the embodiment of youth.
Yeah, like everything about me, like the way
I love it.
maybe I'm kind of shy right now, but I feel like the way and maybe I look tacky now because I'm sweaty.
They can't see you.
And they can't see me, but just know. Like I want every
Wow.
woman out there sitting. We have our moments, and this is one of it. And I feel as though like I'm the embodiment of youth. The way I act, the way I speak, the way I think. I'm just young.
Yeah.
The golden age. Forever me, forever my age. Yeah.
I feel some type of way just coming in and saying hi. Raji's here as well.
No, Raji, let's make a drum roll. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, guys, what's up? Raji, Accidental Discharge. You already know what it is.
King Cap.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
And Captain Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Superman, Captain. T-Weasel.
the homelander of us all.
Yes. Look at him all dressed up in his cape today.
I like that. I like that.
Actually, you have some people you might need to save. Did you hear about Omale and Thames?
Oh shit!
Bro.
That shit is crazy. Yeah.
Uganda, like, they're tripping.
Uganda is deep. That's
They're
like cold.
tripping, bro. That's too much.
Wait, so I just heard that they've been arrested so they were going into Uganda?
No. They went for a concert.
And they were trying to leave now.
I think after they had finished, they were apprehended by the police, arrested by the police. They're being charged for gathering of more than 200 people due to COVID restrictions and stuff.
And what is like the punishment like?
Apparently severe.
There's been like, I think it was maximum security.
When you say severe, people will be thinking like, shit, are they going to kill
Let
them?
me tell you how severe it is. You're in a country that's not yours.
That's not
and you're
yours, yeah.
And it's, I don't know what Uganda,
Bro,
how Uganda really is.
I mean, like,
I don't think, do they
they
don't
what?
want to sound,
Yeah, no,
do
go
they
ahead.
speak English?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ugandans, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
they go.
Okay, that was
No, that's how
That's South Africa.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
South Africa.
No.
I know
It's not
they speak English, but
Yeah.
like, it's
No,
not their,
in South
like,
Africa, somebody else will be like,
national...
No, after every word, they actually go. So they're like,
But that's in South
Okay.
Africa, not Uganda.
Lloyd, Oma,
Is it not Omar?
Come on,
Oma,
man.
Lee-
Come on, man.
and
I
Thames.
mean, they speak English there, but
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
you
they do now.
like,
Yeah.
But
But-
shit, man, why would they go there? Like, why?
Money, they're paying them
They were
well.
going
It's a
they got
concert,
paid
you
money
know?
now. It was a
Yeah,
concert
it's
now.
like a
Business,
concert.
what they do.
Even the promoters were arrested as well.
Exactly, the
But
people
apparently
who
it's
know,
it's all being pushed by some artist who
Wasn't on the
wasn't
bill.
even there.
apparently, and he's complaining. I think he's
Bro.
in his hate.
Oh,
He
He
complained
pretty
that they
much
brought
now.
people
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I would get that because you know there's like I was hearing news of there might be an impending lockdown even in Lagos. Like numbers in
Yeah.
Nigeria are now rising.
The numbers
so
are
why
rising
why
like
would you bring
crazy.
someone in from a country
Another country, yeah.
where shit is like popping off into
But
our
yeah,
country?
But that's a bit much, bro. Like, these people are not from there. Like, come
They
on,
should.
just, you know, like,
Yeah,
I think
but
that
they
is
countries
yeah, but I
are
think
like-
that's more what it is because they're not from there.
From
They're
there.
trying themselves and
Yeah.
doing like putting themselves out there. You know.
I can see
kinda
that,
messed
though.
up,
I can
though.
see it.
I just hope they don't actually like enter a serious situation.
It
I
is
think-
wrong.
I think-
I feel
I
as though
think-
nothing will end up happening.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
in-
fine.
You really think so?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
it would be
thought
like
they
it would be
were
like a fine.
I thought they were in prison
Oh, fine.
right now.
Like, they're not even
They were
from...
arrested or nothing. Yeah.
They're not even
Oh.
from, what they call it, Uganda. Can they even, like, punish them?
Of course they
They
can.
can,
They're not.
definitely.
They're not diplomats or anything. They're.
Yeah.
They're just, yeah.
They
Yeah.
can be. They can
You
be.
can't go to
punished.
someone else's country and just act crazy.
But they're
Well,
not
I
even
mean-
acting crazy. But that's it's kind of messed up to think that you're just going to go and perform.
Yeah.
You had fans shouting and screaming for you, and then police just come and pick you up and tell you
Roll
that
up,
you
man.
are
Roll up.
Bro.
you're spreading coronavirus.
Run it.
As in
And
12.
December is definitely going to be the maddest.
Yeah,
the
and
maddest
what's the date
COVID
for-
month.
for
I don't know how I know everyone is like looking forward to 2021, but the way December is going, 2021 is not going
It's
to be
not.
as
It's not
sexy.
gonna be like.
It's not gonna be
It's
sexy.
not gonna be doing anything.
It's not gonna be
bro.
sexy.
It's not going to
Ah,
be
it's
dope at
very
all,
good,
man.
man.
It's not
It's
going
It's
to
gonna
be
be
dope.
the exact
Do,
same
do,
thing.
do you know who I don't want to see? Like I saw one of all the people that do like master classes, and one man was like, "Oh, come and get set up for your 2021." I'm like, "Will you fuck out of here?"
Like,
Go
Like
ahead.
all the setups that people are doing for 2020. What the fuck? Please just calm down, because
All
even
these
you
motivational
are not ready.
speakers, all of
Like,
them.
what do you mean?
So you guys like actually think about it since March.
Yeah.
Bro, March, January, February, March.
That's my birth month.
We've been done. The whole we've
So
all
that's
been like just
9
on vibes
months.
and inshallah as they
Vibes
go,
and
as they
Been
happen.
done for
Maybe
the
just
whole
they-
year. We've been on
9
recess
months.
pretty much.
Bro,
Nine
like
of
it's a
us
lot.
all.
It's
It's
a lot,
crazy,
bro,
man.
It's a lot.
So those are people I don't want to see. They don't come and tell me any magic that you know about 2021. How if I do
Somebody's
ABC,
gotta
Like,
do it.
Who
shit
knows
is
this
gonna
meme of
be-
this lady in heels where she's like stepping on
Oh,
the bricks?
okay.
Like they use every year. Like with her
Carrying
heels
her
and
bag.
her bodycon mini dress, carrying her bag.
By now, she's probably walking back to 1984.
Like, sis, if you know 2021 is bad, just
Take
hold
me
on.
to
Like,
2019.
be at
G.
attention.
Take me back to 2019.
Like,
Like
no,
that
take
was
it back
actually
to
mad.
summer 2018.
Oh, what was happening
Take
then?
me
What was that
back.
exactly?
What happened
happening
there?
I
What
was
happened?
in this
Go
country.
girl.
I was in
Oh.
a bikini.
Oh,
I
okay.
was chilling.
Chilling.
When I knew what bikini body was.
Yeah?
Oh,
Where
Njibaby, like,
where were
I'll
you?
be going that way bikini.
You can wear. Why can't you wear bikinis?
In
Njibaby?
Njibaby, like,
Yes, man.
You can wear it there,
You
but
can
don't,
wear
but don't
there.
enter the league. You can wait around the lake, but don't enter
Can I
that.
enter the lake?
I feel like people that enter that
There's
lake,
no sand.
you must come out. You become like a
There's
nuisance.
no sand.
Since summer
Is there
2018,
sand in
everything has
Njibaby
gone
Lake?
downhill.
There's no sand, bro.
Everything since summer 2018, everything. I'm just not bothered anymore.
I'm all like,
As long as I don't have corona, I'm good. And my parents.
Bro.
Have you had it?
No. I've been sanitizing.
no, but
Wearing your
I'm
mask,
hearing everyone
keeping
saying like I've had it at some point. I feel like I've had it. Like when it started, I traveled and I had like all the symptoms, like fever. I couldn't walk. I was like, my temperature was off the roof. And I'm hearing other people like, yeah, I think that happened to me.
Did you
too.
lose
I
your
think that
sense of smell and taste?
happened- Gone.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
you
was
did-
just
yeah,
the
you had it.
flu.
I know, like, and I was so scared
When was
to go
this?
to the hospital. It was in March or
Oh
like.
yeah, you were the early ones.
Yeah, like, and after that,
I was sick
good,
in March,
think.
but I think it was just the flu because I was here in Nigeria.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's nothing there. I
Are you one of those who just the flu bit?
I refuse to.
Are you just one of the flu
I and
bit?
Corona do not go
He
hand
said,
in
"Are you one
hand.
of those who's just
Like
the
I'm
flu
covered with the blood of Jesus. Like
I'm coming with the
Are you
blood
making
of
it? Oh, you're even
Jesus.
taking it to
I
the
can never
religious.
accept Corona, never.
I'm not me. Because if I get Corona and I bring it to my house, they will not let me rest, even if it has gone from everybody's body. No.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, I think.
Thank God you didn't have it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you
Yeah.
don't want to be the one that brought it. You'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
Nigerian
never.
home,
See, Inji
household.
tried to kill
This one
me.
don't try kill us.
I always say this girl would something.
When I'm always saying, don't go out, don't go out, you
Don't
know
go out,
what?
don't
Don't
go
go out.
It's like this.
If you go out, don't come back home.
Don't come back to this house. And she didn't come back.
I want to kill
I
us.
didn't
I
come back.
swear.
But when she did, she came with Corona. I forget one time my father was like, you know this is your home. But you need to behave.
No, but you gotta be careful about it just because of the parents.
Yeah, even
definitely.
me.
Like
just
family's
because
what
my
made
parents-
me. Family's what made me be like really like lock in. Once I
Same.
found out that it affects older people to a point, this was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
shut down.
I used to get in situations where I feel like, oh, I've been in touch with you, I wouldn't even go home.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't, if I tell my mom to, I should just
we
stay
just
where
get the
I
top
am.
floor in the Hilton.
Yeah, I'll just, no.
Whoop whoop. Big balling, man. How did you know? That's her spot, man. That's her spot.
Why are you turning your back? And you don't have to
That's
hide
the
now.
spot,
Don't worry,
man.
nobody's watching now.
I just got to work one day and I saw on them that
Which one? What floor do you prefer?
that
The
she spent
10th or the
whole
9th?
weekend at the Hilton.
What floor do you
Breakfast
prefer, the
floor.
10th or the 9th? Do you get like the executive to
They
the end?
didn't like that they were going to a 10th floor.
I
yeah?
am still taking video jobs. Please, don't think I have it all.
Don't think I have it.
Please, don't be afraid. I'm not too expensive. Terry, thank you.
You're welcome. Always here to shout you out, man.
Even if a woman even had it all, she'll still want more. So it's
Oh
fine.
my God.
Definitely.
Says who? Like, where is this conversation going now? Because
Oh, you feel attacked?
I feel attacked.
If
Why?
you-
Well,
if-
women,
if
even
you-
though
you
your
believe
all
you
is
have
good,
something-
you'd still wanna.
you
Still
like
want-
enough.
wouldn't
We-
you still
we
want
all
a
want
man
it.
that'll give you more?
Yes, no.
This guy doesn't want
Even if
any
you had
man.
everything.
Njibaby doesn't want any man's money. Say she can exist.
it's
She
like
can.
that.
You don't want any man's money.
But I know inside that it's lie.
You don't want any man's money.
I know inside that it's a lie, but she fit tell
It's
you
not like
that.
I don't want a man that has money or I want a man who has so much money. Sometimes, like, I feel as though wealth makes people think different. I don't know if you understand what
Do you
I'm
think
saying.
you would think different if you were wealthy?
Am I not wealthy?
Do you think you would think different if you're wealthy? Yeah?
Sauce.
Like, I mean, I feel as though, like, realistically, I was born with a silver spoon. So even if, like, there are periods in time where my parents might not have it as much, I'll still find my way because I feel like wealth is a mindset. Sending your kids to, like,
See, come on, girl,
are
go,
you
go.
testing the mic?
No, it's
Sending your
clapping for you, but not clapping.
No, sending your kids to like a wealthy school. Because remember, we went to like really expensive schools and abroad and everything. And I'm thinking like, it's because so that you can have that confidence. When you're going to school with like governors' kids and all of this stuff, like you can speak in the midst of everyone. You understand? That wealth mindset, even if they throw you in the middle of anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you understand? If you know what you're doing and you're serious, not like there are some wealthy kids who like maybe aren't serious, you know, that not. But if they find their stepping and the opportunities are there and the wealth, I just feel like is a mindset.
Yeah.
Like you have to be wealthy here because you see all these people that win the lottery and all this stuff. You never hear of them like a while after. Like people who win Big Brother and like
No,
all
people
this
that
stuff.
win Big Brother, you hear them out.
A while after.
Yes, no.
Like
I
who?
feel like just a
Some
few
of them.
Just
Some
a
of
few.
you.
Just a few.
Well, it's always going to always be a few. There's never going to be all of them
Isn't
in
it
the first
this
place.
guy that won't be? I will not say his name. So they won't
Wow.
drag me.
Drag you what?
He went to the club where all just my friends were alone. He went to the club, to the table. He just carried a bottle of whatever the bottles in the club. I don't go club there. They were just saying whatever he carried, and you just started drinking. I'm like, how much do they pay? Our 100K. You just carry
Oh, he
and
carried
drank.
you guys' bottle.
Carried it. No, you got my friend's
Yeah.
bottles. Yeah, I'm just like, how? They said they don't. He doesn't have money. Like that's what they do. They expect stuff for free. I'm just like, if you win something like that, like now, what's the name of this Lakon? What's he doing now?
Making music, innit? I think he has like.
I think
couple
so.
of
I mean, he's doing big
endorsements
things.
already.
Like a lot of things are coming for him.
Yeah, he's doing like adverts and stuff. It just depends on if he has the creative idea.
Exactly.
That's
like,
different
Yeah,
now.
I think even more than.
I mean,
just-
Toby now is like some spokes guy for
Toby-
MTN Star.
Did Toby win it?
No, he didn't win
No,
it.
they
That's what I'm saying. But that's what you don't always usually have to win
I
it.
feel as though the most successful one was that Kuti. I mean,
Uchi, yeah, Uchi is definitely
Yeah.
the most successful.
Yeah,
one.
like after it,
I
time
met
after
I
time
met
after time.
Uchi like a year and a half after he won, and I remember so he really hit me when he said he hadn't touched his winnings, like on coming out between endorsements.
You generally don't even
People
need to. I think you
inviting
don't need to touch your
places
winnings.
for free. Like,
Did he win though?
Yeah, a year and a half.
He won it then, right?
After, yeah,
Yeah.
a year and a half after.
No,
he
because
said
you
he
don't have
hadn't
to touch your
even
winnings.
touched
By
it.
the time you come in,
Well,
you're
because
getting
yeah,
endorsement deals
yeah,
and everything
people
already.
are giving
so-
you shit for free.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a business-minded person, that kind of thing should be like opportunities, the fame to start businesses. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You understand
You
what
don't
I'm
even
saying?
you don't even like you don't even have to rush into these things, like, because you have like you come out and like you're literally like royalty. Like for the first at least 3 months, you are still doing like Big Brother affiliated things. You are still doing appearances and all of that, all on DSTV, right? People are calling you for events and shows and appearances. They are paying you. You're not spending. You can even take time to think about, okay, what do I want to do with
Or
this money?
wait and get a agency that will bring you clients with
Yes.
proper
Yeah.
offers and
Definitely,
stuff like
and
that.
give them a
Yeah.
commission.
Yeah,
That's
as long
just
as
it.
you can carry yourself in that light.
It's crazy.
Life doesn't have to be
I'm
so
just here,
hard
I'm just
sometimes.
watching AJ. Do you guys watch boxing? That was a serious knockout, man.
Anthony Joshua, I think he's
Yeah.
cute.
Just speak your mind. Speak
Yeah,
your
he-
mind. Go ahead. She was like,
Yeah. I think he's cute. I want to
Yeah.
say cool, but let's be honest, he's cute.
yeah.
I don't know
But it's
about
too
that,
big
but
for
like
me.
for you, okay.
Too big?
Like his body and everything, like.
You don't like the teddy bear? You don't like the teddy bear figure?
Like it's not like I don't like
that's
it. Like,
horrible.
have you
That's
seen him?
the
He's
worst
tall
one,
and
bro.
big.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I'm not trying to like body shame. I know there's a whole thing going
okay,
on, but
that's true.
like this
Body
is
shaming
my
is-
preference.
You're also
Body
kind of
shaming is-
small, so
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's quite
I'm
big.
like 5'7", 5'11".
You're 5'7"?
Yeah, just for
No,
everyone.
no,
to
yeah.
know.
5'7", 5'11"?
No, go down a bit.
Give me
like
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 5'10".
5'6", max.
5'10.5".
Yeah.
5'9.5".
5'9.5".
Yeah. Okay, maybe 5'5".
Yeah.
But we move.
Yeah,
And
no,
AJ
that's,
is like 6'4",
Yeah.
6'3",
yeah,
Yeah.
that's teddy bear now. Just lift your, I mean, it's
No,
just,
like the one that's really teddy bear for me is the short ones that are like really big. I'm like, what is? It's like, I don't like that. I don't like those
Fancy.
big and short. Like, can you choose one? Like, don't do that.
Like,
But
every-
are you a height babe? You like your guys tall,
yeah,
don't
like
you?
tall and like a bit.
What's
like
your, what's
not,
like your height?
You know, my own height.
No, you like
No.
your,
Oh, 5'9"
5'2".
is okay. I don't even want you too
Really?
tall, so I can just be
5'9"?
hugging. We can kiss. I don't want to be
5'9"?
doing like what's this
Just be
one?
tiptoeing to kiss.
Yeah, six is okay.
No, I
5'9", 6, like I'm fine.
So I was at training on Sunday. And
they didn't
then
even give the guy
they
the
were-
11.
they were-
They said 5'9" and 6. You say 5'10", 5'11".
I'm really okay.
they're always talking about tall guys. So, and so I'm kind of like, what is it like? What's special about one? Like, why does the guy be tall?
I beg, which tall? Tall, like you not be lanky. The wind will just be blowing.
Exactly,
You, bro.
like-
No. Tall
Why
no,
does-
but
why
I
does
think
height
they say
matter?
tall 6'1". Some girls actually like to look up and kiss the guy. They just like that
I beg,
I
size.
don't know, man.
He's
That
not
height
lanky. He's not.
differentiation.
There's this one
They
boy I
don't
know
always have
very
to be
tall
lanky
and
now.
like this, like, like what's that? And then guys that are too big, you can't even hug them. It's just like.
But is
a
it
rock.
weird to say like you don't really
know.
have a type? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
obviously.
agree.
like you
I
just
don't
want
agree. I don't
different
believe it.
things.
I don't-
Like, you understand?
What
No, I always say that people,
I don't think people have
you don't have to have a type, but you know the type you don't like.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. You know what you don't want.
Like you find yourself be like, wow, I didn't know I could talk to this kind of person. Or
I just
then-
don't want anyone.
yeah.
I feel as though my type that I don't like is just anyone who doesn't have like a poverty mentality. That's it.
Bro, that
Like there's some
mentality is a thing.
people like it's a
Ah,
thing in
terrible
Nigeria.
thing.
Like
Yeah.
it's a thing. Like they'll be like,
terrible
you should be grateful for it. I know I have to be grateful. I know I have to
Bro.
be grateful. Like
But more is
Bro,
required.
do you know
more is
where I've
required.
Do you know where I've seen this poverty mentality thing come out more? It's like even Nigerians who have left, and it's like, oh, they make a big issue. Why did you go and take the meat? You're going to someone's house, and this girl was telling me about how, like, she went to her friends, and her mom is telling her about how, why did you take the meat? And she's quarreling her about she took 2 meat. I'm like, sis, like, come on. Like,
There's one thing
you're
you know about
driving a Range
Nigerian-
Rover, and you're talking about 2 meats. Like, come on.
No, but some people I think people have this thing where they have minuscule things that upset them.
I hate those
It
people.
doesn't matter what it is. Like, you put like, would you find it okay if someone like took the chewing gum from their mouth and put it on the tray to eat food?
I wouldn't care.
No, but come on.
But some things are like,
disgusting.
okay, you see, now you wouldn't mind.
I'm
But
not
that's what I'm
a
saying.
very
People have
organized
different things
person.
like that where you can take as much meat from the pot because we are living good. You can eat.
I literally went to
But
visit my
some-
friend and West.
Yeah, but then for her, she's precise about those things. She doesn't like
So you feel like
entering
it's
her
not
pot.
a mentality, it's just one
No,
little
it's
thing
not
that
one
is-
person, but it's a mentality that is shared within a
But then
definite
Raji,
group of
wait,
people.
there are some people like this guy. They said like every little thing is a problem. There are like literally some people that every little thing is about. Why did you drop your phone like that? Why did you hiss this way?
But that's not.
Why
That's
did you-
not. I don't
That's
think
just a picky.
poverty.
That's
I don't think
that's not
a-
poverty
no,
mentality.
That's not poverty,
That's
but
someone
like-
that just always kind of doesn't let shit slide.
Yeah, but poverty
I
mentality is
think,
a
I
thing.
think, poverty mentality, where I've seen it as well, is like when I was talking to this guy and he's like, oh, why are you acting like that there? Like, I'm like,
I don't think
what
that's
do you
poverty
mean?
mentality. That's just
No, he's like,
that's
we-
social
no, we-
disorder
No, we're
of the
going
mind.
out. Like, why are you talking loud? You don't know you're a kid. Like, why are you?
Hey!
Oh wow, yeah. But
Hey,
that's-
I get that.
But you know
a
that's
lot.
that's not poverty. I think that's a
No, like,
controlling
what do you
issue.
mean we're outside? We shouldn't talk like that.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
But I feel as though
It's not poverty mentality.
but-
with
No,
the poverty
no,
mentality,
you
you
don't
feel
think
you
it
can't
is?
really
It's
describe
not
it.
Poverty.
It could
not,
be
You don't
because
think it
It's
is?
not
sometimes-
poverty mentality.
You know,
because I'm
Raj,
adding
Raj,
why I'm
Raj.
seeing it. I'm looking at she's talking from a wealth standpoint because that person might be serious about getting their cheese and all that. That is just a it's a concept of
No,
how
I feel like
people should
when we're
behave.
talking
Yeah,
about
but
you can-
but
poverty
sometimes
mentality,
it
I'm
is.
talking about it as like an umbrella term, right?
Yeah.
To say like, you know how when you're talking with what she was saying about wealthy people, like when you're talking to them, it's like they're very open, they're very like knowledgeable on a
Yeah.
lot of
Yes.
things. So they know like your wife is supposed to be able to talk. Like you see very nice women
Yeah.
figures in the world. So you know, okay, my wife can talk, I support my wife. Which one is we're outside? Why are you talking loud?
There are
Why
still men that are
people
still
hearing
controlling
you?
like that, though. They
Yeah,
don't.
especially
That's why I said
in,
it's
like,
not poverty
conservative
mentality,
parts
really.
of our
Because
country.
no, that's why I said it
I
can't
think-
really be poverty because even that there will be people that are rich and they want to control.
Yes.
It's a controlling issue. It's not
No,
poverty mentality to me is
it could-
just
it
that
could- it could
you,
al-
you don't find the
it
belief
could
in yourself
also-
to
it
do
could also
things
be-
that are required to move you forward
It
to
could,
some
it
extent.
could also be a poverty thing in that you feel like you've grown up in a space where you didn't have as much at the time, so you didn't feel the liberty to be able to speak in
Do you
certain
get
places.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So when you even go to certain places, even now,
You
or when,
still can't.
or when people don't really even care
Okay.
whether you have or don't have, we're in
Yeah.
the same space, so they generally would look at you that way. But
Exactly.
All right,
you
so
now-
we're calling it
you now- you now
we're
have
calling
a-
poor self-esteem part of the umbrella under the
well,
poverty
yeah, you could-
mentality.
No,
Yeah,
a lot of
It's a
high-class
that's a
people.
self-esteem.
Yeah,
issue.
no, but poverty,
High-class
but
people
poverty
are
mentality.
qualified.
No, but you know,
but poverty
poverty-
mentality is primarily a self-esteem issue.
No, but poverty mentality, I don't want to say this, right?
You guys
Because-
are- that-
but I feel like
because
poverty
the only reason why I can
mentality
accept
is
this
more of a
because-
cultural thing, right? Think about it. In the village, when people are like together, like a family setting, the woman is not allowed to speak. Like she can't talk. So someone
Yeah.
comes out and it's like, yeah, like you've gone to university and everything, but you still see it like my dad never allowed my mom to talk. So why she did it? But like what your wife said is very brilliant, and everyone is laughing, everybody's clapping, like
Yeah.
agreeing with her. It's not like she said something disrespectful. So in my head, it's
Obviously.
like, why do you think like your wife can't speak? Like,
Yeah.
because the setting
And then the day, I
that you
guess
were
I'll-
in before is
Yeah.
very cultural, and I think that's the thing. Poverty and culture really go hand in hand because. I don't want to sound rude, but like, the
Ain't nobody
setting,
gonna be rude here. Don't- go ahead.
you know what I'm saying? The setting when you're poor is very traditional, the
Yes.
Nigerian sense. Like
Yeah.
women can't talk, women are
Yeah.
supposed to stay behind, she's the neck, she's the this. So when
Yeah.
you now come out and you're speaking, it's like, why would you say that outside? Like, you get what
Fair
I mean?
enough. I mean, it's fair concept to put on the poverty mentality anyway. I just find it to be a very bad case of controlling issues, which is if that's under all the umbrellas of poverty mentality, then
I think it's
fine
still
it is.
cultural
Yeah.
too, that
No, it's
controlling
all
thing.
cultural, but yeah, it's definitely a controlling situation. That's just people that don't like you to be loud, or they just want to
Yeah.
rule you for no reason, but just the fact that
Exactly.
they have control over you, and that gives them enough
Yeah.
of the
Because you
confidence.
Some extremely wealthy men actually acts that way.
Yeah,
Even
they
here in
know what to do.
Nigeria, abroad, like different cultures, different
Yeah.
countries.
Well, you see, you can have money and still have poverty mentality.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Your friend, the woman that didn't allow you to, or that was angry about the meat, that's as good as, I guess it is poverty mentality to still think about it in that way, but people are particular, definitely so.
Because
Gives
I
you
feel
issues.
like when I'm thinking about wealth, I'm not thinking about just money. I'm
Money,
thinking about
yeah.
exposure.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
and
know, so when
freedom.
when you're looking at when you're
Speed.
even looking for a wife, you're looking for someone who is well spoken, like she can carry herself properly, and then you get a girl like that who is well spoken, and you're telling her, why do you talk like that? Because first of all, you have a self-esteem issue as a man because your wife is talking very properly, and probably you can't match
Yeah, and probably
her
you can't
energy,
match her
which is
energy.
still poverty mentality because
Yeah.
now you feel like, okay, well, why is my wife better than me? Like,
But I feel as though like this whole like there are different ways. I feel as though in a sense you are right. In a sense I do not agree with you. Do you understand? Sometimes like it's like you go to like the Middle Eastern, Arabian people. Like a lot of them are extremely wealthy, and their wives still can't speak.
Can't
See
even
their
show
life.
her face.
Their wives driving
No skin.
Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all
is-
this, and their wives still can't put. Now it's no more culture or poverty. It's now coming to do with religion. Women are not meant to
still
be
a cultural
seen.
thing, but like, is
because
what
their
you
religion-
describe.
Religion and
whatever
culture
it is.
are
What
Because
you
their
different.
describe
religion-
is you give the definition of what, you know, wealth means to you. Like someone will say it's money. I think it's exposure. Like how well can you, you know, convey a message? How well can you communicate?
Yeah, but
When
even
you
though-
say
that is
exposure,
wealth.
But
when you
wealth is
say
also
exposure,
contact
what
as
do
well,
you
so.
mean?
When I say exposure, I mean like how well is it, like how much have you been exposed to the world? So in terms of like women, like I was saying before, women are like taking positions, women are prime ministers. Like so when you see your wife talking properly, it shouldn't like deter
Yeah,
you. You should
you're being
actually
But you
involved
might
support
with
her, you
women
know?
Okay,
and
yeah, but
stuff.
then at that same time, that's true. She's speaking
Based
well.
on the climate.
But sometimes, yeah, you know, sometimes you might not know the setting in which you guys are. That you might feel that maybe if she's making sense, fine. But there could be a situation where things are being said that shouldn't be said at the time. You don't know the reaction of everybody there because you can never tell.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you might be saying something and making sense, but you're not reading the room.
In the
You might
right
be saying,
place.
yeah, like you could be saying someone is having bad governance, but like the people that you need to do
They're-
business with are right here.
Yeah,
so
and they
maybe you
support
should
that
keep quiet,
guy. Yeah,
not talk too much,
true.
you know. Yeah, sometimes you have to play the game of not like speaking your mind all the time. you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that's a
I feel as though
different- I
that's
think a different
emotional
idea.
intelligence
Yeah,
now. You
yeah.
understand? Like emotional
No, I
intelligence.
think that's a different idea. But like I've seen it before, where it's like she's in the room, like she's saying everything. Like
Yeah.
everyone is supporting her. It's like it's true. Like, yeah, I agree with you.
But and even
then he's
if-
like, oh, why would you do that? Why must you? Why
But
must you? You're
Amarachi-
the only wife that is talking.
Even you say you're the only wife.
No.
Even
like,
if like
I'm sorry, your
it's
wife
not
is
it's not all
intelligent.
times that you see someone speaking that they're actually speaking correctly. Sometimes you're speaking
But I'm
rubbish.
saying that's not the scenario.
Hell,
I'm
and the man
talking
might even
about.
be feeling some pressure because if all the other wives aren't talking, then his wife is talking. It's
like he knows he's going to get
are you,
roasted.
do you have control of your?
Like
you know,
sometimes as a
it's a
person-
concept of
Yes.
it's a peer. It's also a peer pressure situation where just obviously you might even have that freedom with your wife, yeah. But then
Outside.
people might put it in your head like, wow, bro, your wife
She's
really
taking
is free.
charge.
She really just says anything that's on
She's
her mind.
too loose.
Y-
You know, a lot of
You never
like
hear-
I speak so
Yeah, but I
confidently. A
don't-
lot of people
This
are telling me
scenario
that
I don't
in
think-
particular.
I don't think that should make you castigate your wife.
It doesn't. That's not. It just sometimes play out like that. Obviously, you should know that it shouldn't make you, but you might feel some type of way based
why-
on the
that-
setting.
that
And
means you- that
sometimes
means
your
you have
wife,
insecurities.
your wife, and as a person, you need to learn how to read the room.
Yes,
know when to
no,
talk
no,
and know
but
when to
That's
talk.
also part of being
No,
wealthy, and
yeah.
that's not the
Yeah.
scenario I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
reading the room is a whole different situation. That's
No,
definitely.
but
it,
if the issue is because he feels some way at his wife's ability to speak, then
Properly.
that's insecurities on his end.
Exactly.
That-
Those are
they have a
issues-
point.
Those are
Yes,
issues
they do.
on
No,
those are issues
obviously.
on his end, and one, if you are not comfortable with that, one should probably should not have married her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, and
Captain
two-
Awesome.
No, but it's the truth.
But Ty is
Because
really speaking it
I
today.
know, like my pastor, his wife speaks so well.
Yeah.
Before he even started getting on the people, like she even started like coaching him, like helping him, like with certain things that he will say, right pronunciation.
That's a strong ass
And he
woman who
supports
lifts
her.
you up.
Yeah.
She's an MC. They manage business together. He's getting judged for her. He gets there where she's going.
And that's
he
what I'm
practices.
saying.
That's what you should do. So
Yeah.
she's in rooms where she speaks.
He's from a liberated situation as well.
Yeah.
And I think
Well,
anyone should have friends like that, not friends that will tell you
exactly.
why
That
is
say
your
why
wife-
is your wife speaking?
Like, she's speaking properly and she's making
even
sense.
if
We
they're
should
telling
uplift
that,
her.
even if they're telling
It's
you
not
that,
always
you should
about
be able,
your
you should be
friends.
able
It
to
can,
say,
like I said.
you should be able to say, okay, what's wrong with what she said?
Yeah.
Because
Why the
there's
problem
nothing
No,
that-
wrong.
obviously, that's definitely it.
Like,
But like
why,
I
why
said,
does it
they are-
make you uncomfortable? I'm comfortable.
Exactly, and I will marry a man
all of
just
this
like
is
that.
all of this is oh wow, damn girl. They're obviously that is a very commendable situation. Like she said though, sometimes you read the room because you don't. There are places where, as much as you do,
No.
you believe yes, my wife should talk, and I totally understand what you say. You might also look and say, damn, some of the people that were sitting here, and I know that should not actually be a factor. But this is life, and the reality.
This is life. This
I
is
get
real
it.
life.
The reality
I
is
get it.
definitely
I
taking
get it.
place.
The thing about-
and that's why when you're married, you people, and people say it's a partnership. I just look at it as two people become one person, right? So
A partnership.
if
Two companies together.
okay, so
Damn,
fine,
wow.
partnership. I didn't want to use that word. So if we're in a room and you're speaking, and in this
You're
case,
watching
because
Accidental
I trust you
Discharge.
enough to even know how to read the room. But if in this case, maybe I felt like you've not read it right, a simple nudge or a hold of your hand should tell you that.
That's if
Okay.
you and your wife have those warning signs. and
No,
all
but you
those
should.
things,
Why
man.
should you? That's just what I just said. Like you people are literally.
It's like you're ready for marriage, sir. You're ready for marriage.
You're literally.
Seems like you know some of the
I
games.
feel
Are
so
you ready
he
for
is.
marriage?
You're literally one. So like.
Tyree's wife, are you
if-
listening?
If
Come.
I'm able to pick that up, right,
Mm-hmm.
I expect already that you should pick it up. And if you've not, we already know how to communicate. Even if you're not next to me,
These are scenarios that are,
cues.
these
I
are
feel
these
there
are
are
all
cues that you
scenarios
can
being
pick up from
created
me.
based on just like.
of course.
I feel
things
like
that-
that's his
Yeah, but
default, though.
there are also situations where maybe I can't signal her or we both didn't even read the room well. And then after that, but it's not even a castigation. It will be a, man, I don't think the way we went at that convo was
Yeah,
right
exactly.
in this place.
And you laugh about it.
Yeah, we'll laugh about it and be
Yes.
like, man,
Not your husband will start telling you, oh,
like, why
did
would
you
you
talk
speak?
like
Yeah,
that?
no, it will be like,
Do you
shit.
get?
I think this was the wrong room.
And we
for
laugh
that.
about it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
because
we
you
move
know
on.
your
wife is
Because we both fucked.
educated.
It's like trust like we
Exactly.
both fucked up, man. We didn't catch it on time.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'm
that's
saying
it.
that's part of being wealthy, like
Yeah.
being able to read a room and say, okay, should I speak now? Should I speak now?
Yeah.
Or is it good enough? A good enough time for me to speak? That's all part of it. So if I'm speaking and you're telling me no, do I?
Well,
say
Sha,
that?
if you
Like,
know that you met a woman that was already speaking, Sha, just keep quiet.
Exactly.
That's
If
all.
you know you're not comfortable,
Just
you're
leave
not
that
gonna
vibe.
find the one.
Because
that
I think,
really
like,
talk.
okay, you can imagine, like, if someone that I know is very liberated in his concept of whatever his wife does is Aisha Yusuf's husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's
Exactly.
definitely saying something.
Ooh,
And, you know,
yes.
I remember when we were in secondary school and she used to come all the time. When it was being Bank, our girls, she would come all the
shout out
time.
Aisha Yusuf.
Shout
God
out, and
bless
she'll
you.
come all the
Yeah.
time and she'll be on stage. This was like when the girls called kidnap and she'll be protesting, doing
Yeah.
this. And some people will be like, oh, she's being extra. But like, I just used to look at her and think like she's such like a role.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you
model.
see how, just think of that. Some people that she's fighting for a proper cause.
Yes.
But then some people are
Okay,
actually going to
yeah.
be there
like, and I'm
and
sure-
say,
see what you're
that's
saying.
what
There
I'm
are always
saying.
other people
They're
out there,
just
your
that-
wife is like,
yeah,
I
like,
can,
what's
just
going
I
on?
can assure you that there are
see?
people talking
And
to
it's
their husband
right.
and saying,
It's a right. The
"What are you
topic is
doing?"
important and all of that, but you will still have those people
People
who
who will be like, nah,
because
why
they are,
she
you know what? They,
Yeah,
it's
but
either their
fuck them.
their self-esteem. They don't know how to be loud, how to take charge, and so for them, they look at it more as you're doing too much.
And
that's
I
the
want
world
to
we're
say
living in.
And you
something.
get it, and all of a sudden, that's how she gets those. You'll get those attacks of this woman is not
This one, yeah.
minding her place.
She lies.
Yeah,
She's
you
like,
know?
where's her husband? Why can't
Yeah.
he put her
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
And I want to say something to all the people who have low self-esteem and everything, and like people perceive people who speak the most or as the best people, like, or as the upfront.
The life
but
of body.
there is beauty in everything. Like there's beauty in people who don't speak as
yeah.
much. There's
Yeah.
beauty in quiet people because the more I grow, the less I begin to speak. Do you understand
You
what
think
I'm
like
saying?
you kind of
They're-
visualize everything and then you're just intaking.
No, because
and
I just want to
observing.
learn. Like everyone is speaking. You understand? Like what do you gain from speaking all the time? Like
Well, you should speak if you have something to
if you have
say.
something to say,
That
but
is-
listen
that's the
to what
important
you're
one.
saying because the more like you speak, the more like you kind of expose yourself.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
there's
If
nothing wrong with
exposing
that.
yourself is only you only expose. See, the only time you can expose yourself is you're saying stupid shit. That's why expose.
No, when
is
you're
kinda
saying
goes.
stupid, like for example, like if you're in like a business or like for example now, I have a business life and I have like another life. Like
Stripper?
this is my
yeah,
co-worker.
yeah,
You
stripper.
understand? And anyone in my office knows me. I don't mix. Whenever they are talking about their personal life, I don't speak. I just
Oh well, that's fine. Yeah,
keep
that's,
quiet. You
that's how
understand?
it
Like
should be.
in
'Cause
certain situations, I just like to like. You
one
have
of
to
the
be
safest
wise.
things to ever do is not to put your mouth in people's relationship, because they'll go and sit down one day and lie down and talk about how look
As
what she
in
said
people
one
don't
day.
As in,
This is what she said
he's
one
you.
day. Next thing you turn out to be the enemy that you didn't know you were. You know.
Right, after the time you're trying to help one person escape.
It's
a
usually
toxic
the girl.
relationship.
There's
She'll
never-
still go back to him.
If there's anything I never tried to hook people up. I never tried to put my mouth in their
Why?
relationship.
A lot of your friends will be really upset at you, man.
Why? Well,
Like
I mean,
most of my
sometimes.
friends, Inji, how far that be?
Sometimes no.
Do you have for that, babe?
No, but if you see a baby, like I think you should be able to talk to her and push
Yourself,
your friend.
right?
And your friend does not used to pressure you how far that be, Braji.
How far that be?
It's only once or twice that I've thought, okay, I would like my guy to talk to this babe, and I'd be like, yo, I'd
Raji,
speak
how
to
far
her.
that babe now?
Which one though?
That one, that time now.
That time.
Which
I thought I
time,
sent you the
time?
number now.
You guys are just being, I thought you said you don't hook people up.
No, I mean he's Captain Awesome. He can do his best.
Okay, you guys not just saying for the podcast. So,
No.
like, what you saying?
So you generally hook up your friends with people that are interested.
like, my friend will tell
I mean,
me-
obviously you rate the person first, like you think that it's right, or you
Nah.
just pass it and see
Most
whatever
times they
they
will
do.
text and say, if you don't give me her number, it's you I'll start moving to. I'll just.
That's how they talk to you.
I've never heard that before.
You guys can't see it. Raji's mouth was open.
I have never
Raji
heard
could
that
only
It
before.
happened one time like that. We were all at a garden, drinking. They're like, if you don't give me a number, I'll move to you. My other friend was just dying. So how can you threaten somebody like that?
Do you know how crazy that is?
Niggas are out here and want to put their thing in everywhere, so they do it.
Bro, I've never heard that in my
Like
life.
I have a lot of like friends.
That
and
means that
stuff.
guy might not even mind. He might actually be letting you know that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know,
Okay.
but you understand. Obviously,
That's crazy.
So did you
He's like, save yourself
did
now.
you hook him up with the person?
obviously, even yesterday,
So you
I
threw
can
your-
open my phone
So
every
you threw
day.
your friend under the bus.
So why you
No,
didn't
she
like
didn't
the
throw her
guy?
phone. She passed. She just.
I just
Wait,
passed
you
it.
didn't like the
Hold on,
guy?
look.
A lot of times, my friends actually
So
get
do
together.
Wait,
tell-
did
do
you
tell
not
your
like the guy?
girlfriends,
Why did you-
Oh,
Nah.
somebody wants your number, or do you just give the number?
I'll just give the number most times. I'm like, that guy really likes you.
Are you
Then I'll
serious?
just start. All my friends
They're
know I love
stalkers.
them. I'll just start saying the guy is really nice. And
Bro,
a
my
lot of
So even if
times,
he's not nice.
all my friends are nice. I wouldn't be friends with someone who's not nice. So don't
Okay.
try to do that to
Don't
me.
try to do that to
Don't try.
No, I mean not the girl, the guy.
Yeah,
So
because
they're all
I'm
nice?
wondering, like, you're just
So you
passing
should
out
have.
numbers,
Yeah.
like,
You gotta watch out for you then.
I'm telling you, I'm very scared. Like,
Yeah,
what if the
very
guy
scared.
starts stalking
It's like,
her
hey,
or
Amarachi,
something?
what's
No,
up?
now I don't have any stuff.
Hey, Amarachi, be like, who's this? Just a
No,
very nice
and
guy.
the thing is that
Calls
it's not,
you
you
back
guys are
again.
speaking of it in a situation where, like, for example, we have all met. Let's say now, for example, now I and Tari are friends, and we hang out with Amarachi a couple of times.
And now
Tari
you
thinks
want, no, but
Amarachi
Tari
is
should
cute.
ask me for my number. You shouldn't give Tari my number.
I'll be like,
don't do
okay,
that.
Amarachi, Tari is feeling you. What do you think? Maybe you can.
Exactly, you can ask me, but don't
Yeah,
just
and
pass
most,
along
that's
my
how I.
number.
Obviously,
Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, because we
That's
thought
what I
you
mean,
we
man.
thought you were just doing deck of cards.
No, now
So-
like, I'm
so
not.
we thought you were just doing yellow pages.
Yeah. Bro, you get a number. You get a number. You get a number.
You all get numbers.
Oh my, yeah.
I remember I took my.
catch me.
I remember it was actually Amarachi I took to KJ groups, and some of my friends were there. And my friends after Amarachi, like, they were coming to me, Nji, you don't like bringing your friends around. This is that. Oh yeah, hook me up with your friend. I'm like, okay, but you have a girlfriend. I said, come on, would you keep quiet?
Don't give anybody my number.
Don't give anybody my number.
Oh,
Do
just
not
keep quiet.
give anybody my number.
Why?
Tell me first.
Okay, they tell you first. Okay, all right.
Yeah, let
Like,
her
there are
decide.
crazy people out here, no. And there's some people I'll go out with, I'll smile with you, but then I don't really like you as a person. So I'm like,
Wow.
just, and then you now give them my number, I'm like, oh my God, Jesus.
Like me, I wouldn't mind. I just wouldn't reply.
But you just tell the person like, you know,
I
I'm
just-
not
I
feeling
don't
like
do
that.
that. I cannot not reply. So I think that's the meanest
But can't
thing
you
you
do-
can do.
I
in the
think so too.
world.
I think
why
you
can't
should
you-
always reply.
If you want to be
Yeah.
an influencer, like I think I want to one day influence people. I don't want someone to just hate me because I was rude enough to not reply.
Then you're not ready to
Yeah.
influence. So.
Yeah, you
I
would
think
have not
so too.
replied. Didn't
You have to be ready to
No,
know
I
influence.
don't
you have
reply
to- you
people.
don't
I think you should reply
No, but
people
it's
all the time.
You just tell the person
I
you're not
think it's a
interested.
personality.
Yeah, but you have to reply the person, tell the person that
On
now.
Instagram, there are lots of people that I tell, like, they'll move to me and I'm like, honestly, I have a very, very controlling boyfriend and I'm so sorry, but like, I wish I could really entertain this conversation, but he's not going
Are
to
you
be
lying
happy.
right now?
Well, exactly. No,
Are you
wait,
lying?
no. Are
Yeah,
you
I'm lying,
when you say that?
obviously.
Oh, okay.
Which, before am I
How are we gonna know now?
No, but the way I'll approach it, I'll tell you, and they'll be like, oh yes, but they'll still watch my thing, follow me, like all
Yeah.
my things. Is that not a smarter thing to do? And then I'm not gonna reply, and then they will follow you
No,
and
no,
they're
no.
angry
She
when you're
always
supposed to be
replies before.
Let them
influencing.
be angry now.
No, like I'm supposed to be influencing.
So you
like,
influence
Whoop,
later.
shout
with
out
other people.
influencers.
There's 7 billion people
My
on the planet.
personality, my personality
influencers,
matters.
FYI. I
You
don't like
hate
them.
most influencers.
Yeah.
Why? That's like just a broad.
I'm just hating, to be honest, and I'm saying it out. I'm one of them.
Is it because you have to be the one recording them and editing
Like,
their videos?
I feel as though, like, because I'm usually editing, like, I can, and like, I have to edit it down to something that is nice to make everyone look good. I can really, like, listen to conversations, and I've gotten this skill where I can, like, just through a conversation, I can, maybe it's bad, I can really, like, see the kind of person someone is, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this one is full of shit. This one is full of shit. This one is just saying it for people to like them. Like, go away.
Yeah.
Not that all people. You don't even know the videos I edit, guys.
Yeah, but she's looking for clients, you know, so don't
Yeah, don't be
deterred. Don't be
she just-
deterred.
All
Don't
she's
be
saying is that
deterred.
all she's saying is that she can see the realism in
Period.
you, the real
I can
you.
see the
She can see
realism.
the real you. That's all.
She's been editing
not
so
that you're
long
trash.
that she can decipher the good
Yes.
from the bad.
Not that you're
Hey,
trash,
shout
you
out to
know.
our editor.
Not that, like, I'm just like saying, like, and I'm speaking to people, reading conversations. I'm just like, you're lying. You're full of shit. You don't really care about world hunger. Shut up. Like, I just saying it for people to like you.
No, but
But
maybe
lots of
they're
people don't
feeling
care-
some
lots of
people
people don't
probably
care
do
about-
care, but they're just
A
not
lot of
like.
people don't care about the issues they push. They just care about the
Yeah.
credit and the
I
association,
prefer
the
that.
clout that comes with
Do you
it.
know what? In a way, it's good that they're posting when they don't care to
Yeah,
share
to spread the word.
awareness
Yeah,
and spread
yeah.
the word.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
sometimes I feel like, you know, don't post if you don't really care. You know, if
Oh,
I
no,
was
no,
ever
no.
in need, don't post.
No, I never.
Maybe I'll be in need. Maybe post me. If
I
need
never,
money.
I never actually feel that way. I think if a cause is important enough, I don't really care about your motives.
Put your mouth and
as
say
long
it,
as-
add to the value.
Yeah, as
add
long as
value.
you're adding to it, you know.
I used to
adding-
have that
adding-
concept of the one-day humanitarian. That's what I used to call them. Just that one day they'll just decide that they want to
Yeah, they really
like
piss
say
me
something.
off.
Like Congo, there was a time when Congo was going through some madness and everybody was just
Yeah, with the
going free
cobalt.
Congo. But it was like, I have no idea
Idea
what is
what's
happening.
going on.
Yeah, but you can tweet
seriously.
about it.
Yeah.
scream
No, I
about
mean free
it.
Congo definitely. It's just like even like when Beirut
Free body
was that
murder.
Beirut that had the explosion.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, like
oh
that
my
one.
God, that was.
I felt that though. I felt that one
Ah.
because I mean I used to see those in movies and be excited. So I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this is
A
real life.
guy, yeah, is it?
That was-
Congo? I know
that
this
was
is
crazy.
ignorant, guys. Everyone listening, ignorance disclaimer. Is it Congo or like I know all
Yeah,
the
that's
fri-
fine.
Is it Congo or DRC where they have like the diamond
Yeah.
or blood for which
It's
one
Congo.
is it?
It's Congo.
Yeah, then you guys should watch this movie Idris Elba to educate you guys
Wait.
on the blood diamond. It's so good.
She said
Oh, I know what you're
DRC.
talking about now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Democratic
Beasts of
Republic
No Nation,
Congo.
yeah.
So there's Congo, Zaire, and then there's the DRC.
But it's just just act like you
I
don't
knew
know.
that already.
I know
Yeah.
I know the movie you're talking about.
Beast of
Beast
No
of No
Nation.
Nation,
It's
yeah.
so good. Like
That is
I was
really
literally in
nice. That's
tears.
small boy.
Like as a filmmaker, I watched it twice. Like the way like they directed it, the emotion. Like Idris Elba can act.
I was really trapped when I
can't.
was
Like,
really,
I
I was really
watched
caught off
it.
guard when I realized he was banging them though.
Yeah, he was banging those kids. Oh Jesus!
Wait,
I
I watched
remember-
that
I
movie
didn't
too,
even
and I never get.
You didn't see
It
when
was the second time I watched it. I realized.
Wait,
I've only
come
watched it
back.
once.
Let's.
You're, okay,
He
you're
was
so smart.
banging
I didn't have to do that.
He was
to
banging
myself.
who? Those small. This
Yes,
small
no,
boys.
that's why he was.
Don't you remember one time
He
they
was
were
breaking
outside,
them in now.
Wait, banging how? Like.
fucking their ass?
You didn't see.
I
That's
remember the scene when they were
don't you remember the one?
girls.
No,
so why
don't
was
you
he
remember?
doing that to the
I mean,
boys?
no, obviously, but he does it to also have a like mental.
Control
of them.
Like psychological.
That's how he was
Oh my
breaking
God!
them in.
I did not know this. I
Yeah.
watched that movie twice.
I
Now
watched
you
it-
know.
I've
I
seen.
watched it.
Once. Once I saw, I was just like, bruv. Okay.
When they were
Wait,
limping out of that place in the dark, that's when I knew when the boy said, "Who?"
Yeah.
When he was really humming.
I remember now. They took drugs, and then Elba was on the bed, and he was just looking at him and thinking, you know, it was crazy.
Hey, wow.
Like that movie, like a lot of shit went down.
Has anyone seen Tenet?
Tenet? Is it the
No.
new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't, but I've heard of it.
Amazing.
What's it about? How is it like? Tell us.
Don't tell
Wow.
us, please. Yeah.
Don't tell us.
Yeah.
No, let me
Yeah.
just say that
Just say leave it as
it's
wow.
produced
because we don't.
It's produced by Christopher Nolan. So if you know
I
who
love
that is,
Christopher Nolan.
if you know who that is, then you know that you don't
I
try
don't
and
know.
explain
I
the
love
movie.
Christopher Nolan. He's like,
Njibaby is
the guy
really
that
out
made
here
Inception.
fanning herself
I'm fine.
because of Christopher
I
Nolan.
want to be
Oh, you have a
like the
thing
Igbo
for-
Christopher Nolan.
The Igbo, bro.
I'm joking.
Sis said the Igbo.
Not the female, not the Nigerian, the Igbo. What does that even mean?
Ready for my emo babes.
That means
you
filmmaking.
know.
Is that filmmaking and
One day we shall
And
come
money
back.
making.
filmmaking and money making? That's really
One
what
day
she's
we
talking
shall
about.
come back. That's crazy, man.
I love my culture. I'm not fully Igbo, but I still identify
You're half Igbo, half what?
Ghanaian. No, they bully me so
Kwame.
much for this.
Is it Kome?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I know Chale.
What's your Ghanaian name?
Essie, because I was born on Sunday.
What does that mean?
Sunday.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Essie.
That took no effort at all.
Like really? It's like,
Like your mother was just like, hey, man, okay, give my Ghanaian name. Like, oh, what's today?
I even think when I was telling her, she was thinking about the name to give me. My mother is like that.
oh, is she,
That woman.
you might think you might just act and then she just said to tell
Okay,
you.
she was, because she knows that I'm always disturbing her. Even I was saying, so mom, we not think to give me a name in Ghanaian. What is this? She just says, I'm like, okay. I said to everybody. Then it became a thing. Because it's not on my birth certificate or any of my
Yeah,
papers.
she definitely drew that up.
Yeah, it's just.
Kobe. Just dropped
That's
it.
how my mom is. She soon call me Indy, bring the ice. Bring the ice is Smirnoff ice.
For those of you who don't know, Njibaby's mother always requests for cement of ice when she's coming home, but she never calls it by the full name, just calls it ice.
Like,
No
one
one
time
is
my
a
mom
bad
went to
guy.
the store.
She's
She's
a
like, India, I couldn't
bad
find
guy,
ice in the store. I'm like, mom, ask them for Smirnoff. Double black.
Ew. Not double black. I'm so weak. I'm so weak, bro.
Though, Smirnoff, you may have to pay us for all this. Smirnoff
Yeah,
stuff.
you might have
I
to
know,
pay.
right?
I don't really like Smirnoff, so I don't know why she likes it, to be
Smirnoff
honest.
Ice?
Yeah.
Oh, Smirnoff Ice was a thing, no? That first,
yeah.
when it first came out,
Yeah.
it was a,
The double
Oh my
black
god,
was
even
it.
the Smirnoff patties where they.
it was
Ooh,
a
in
drink.
Abuja.
Smirnoff was crazy.
Nah,
to be the
the only
best.
reason why she likes it because when they give it to me, I'll just bring it back and dump it in my room and she'll start drinking it. That's what it is.
No,
Your
Smirnoff
mom-
Ice was like a trap. The first one, like the first one.
The
I had was-
original one?
The red,
No, Smirnoff.
The red and white.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That thing is like.
But
juice
Heineken
too.
is
like,
the
it's
god.
like bitter lemon.
Heineken,
Bro, I don't know how you guys can
Corona.
drink
I like
beer.
Heineken with Sprite.
Not you guys.
Heineken with Sprite.
Injured.
I've
Seven.
tried Heineken with Fanta, but I'm not sure
Bro,
Heineken with
you don't
Sprite.
drink beer,
Heineken
right?
with Fanta is
No.
nasty.
Nah, G.
I don't
You
care.
like white or
Excuse me,
Heineken.
please, everybody, just hear me out.
White,
Hear me out.
white.
Hear me out. She said Heineken is the drink, and I said yes. I like Heineken and Sprite. She now said Heineken and Fanta.
And I said it's nasty. I said it's
Well,
I
I
tried
mean,
it.
how did you get there?
I don't know.
Why
I
didn't
was
you?
feeling that-
Why
I was
didn't you?
drunk.
Why didn't
I
you?
had like 2
Everybody,
bottles.
first
I
of
had
all,
2 bottles.
first
I
of all, we all know
wasn't
that
about to finish. I
Sprite
said,
probably
let me
tastes good with almost everything.
Everything,
first.
yeah.
Sprite,
So you
right?
try Sprite,
Shout out.
and then you
Sprite.
now try 7
finish.
Up.
Shout out, money.
Yeah, I
And
love
maybe Coke, because it goes nice with rum.
Wow,
and-
man. I shouldn't have not thought of Heineken and Coke.
You should.
I'll try it.
But
Maybe I'll
Fanta
try
is
it.
like
No, I
orangey
think
and
you
Yeah,
should try
fruity.
but I don't know
Sprite.
how you get to mixing any alcohol with Fanta, to be honest.
No, Fanta is fruity and orangey.
Fanta is like a drink for
No,
children.
Fanta is
It's
like vodka,
why-
though.
I mean, anything,
That means,
vodka goes with
that means
anything,
you
to be
want nice
honest.
with bullets
Yeah.
now.
But like, still, it will be the last thing. Like, everything has to be done, and it's just Fanta, and I'll
Have
mix
you
it
all
with my
tried
vodka.
Corona?
Yeah, I like
That
Corona.
beer.
Bro, do
I
you
tried.
know that-
I tried
you
drinking
know
it because of
people-
coronavirus. I was like, let me try
People
it.
stopped buying it like in
In the
US,
States, yeah,
bro.
because
It
of
was
the
so
coronavirus,
bad.
you
It
drank
was so
Corona
bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like
That's
I
the
know.
official
I
Mexican
know it's weird. I was
drink.
just like, Corona, let me drink it. First, I was scared. I was just drinking, and it was actually really
You
nice.
were wait, hold on, I don't understand. Did you think they were linked?
No, I just thought it was cool. I knew
Okay.
like it was a Mexican thing. I'm not that dumb. I'm not dumb.
I mean,
guys,
maybe you were just
come
catching a
on.
vibe, like
Come
you know.
on.
Oh, you guys look so good
Corona
in
this
light.
Corona season.
Bro.
Corona this Corona
I like
season.
this.
I don't even, like, people listening to us, be wondering what's going on today.
I'm so
Because
sorry.
Sorry is legit, just randomly recording.
I'm so
I say,
sorry.
oh, you guys, you look so good in this light. Like,
I mean, you look
I don't
nice.
want to post it. You know, my boss will be like, Is she not editing that video?
Can't believe it's a Monday.
So let me just say this one
So do you do music videos and all as well?
everything, baby, Oh, I look so oily, but everything.
And that's on period.
And that's on period.
That's on
About
period.
Yeah. Hey,
Right, guy.
This is what I do.
And that's on period.
Imagine a period.
Shout out to women
Period.
that boost themselves.
Shout out to
So
women that
forward.
boost themselves.
Everybody's doing shouters.
You want to shout anyone out?
No.
No, you sure?
Shout out to my friend SD. He's a rapper. You know, my good friend SD. He's a rapper.
That's SoundCloud.
Shout out to
mixtape.
Yasser. He wants to do his podcast. Shout out to Fidelis and his brownies. Shout out
out
to
to Fidelis.
brownies. Oh my
Shout out
niggas.
Fidelis. I
His
ain't gonna-
brownies.
Oh, you know Fidelis?
This is my guy.
I ain't gonna.
Let me.
Fidelis knows everybody.
Fidelis knows everybody in Abuja.
Fitz, my guy.
Okay. Shout out to Fidelis on brownies.
Fitz, my G. There we
See,
are.
I'm shouting you out.
Throwing the deuces up to Pablo.
So are we rounding up? Anyone talk about something else?
I wanna.
You guys, how did we go from like Trump and political talk
On the outside,
And
innit?
To
Yeah.
Fidelis and brownies.
to like something totally different?
That's good though.
it be
Wide-ranging.
I know, right?
Wide-ranging thing. Too bad they didn't even hear that.
You
first
guys
part.
still want to talk? You want to talk about Trump?
No,
Nah.
no. Trump is
No,
fine. He's
Trump-
good.
We don't need to
He's
endorse
good.
Trump over here.
Exactly.
He's already
Thank
out.
you.
He's already out.
Bro, the
I don't
nigga
give a
does
fuck.
not want to go. He doesn't.
I
He
don't give a fuck
does
about
not.
Trump.
He
want
said
to
that he's not proceeding.
He's
with
suing
this.
everybody, all the states, bro. But you know, someone was saying like, you know, like, do you think they're going to start doing mail-in ballots here? Not mail-in ballots, but like,
Electronic.
Where's here?
you know,
Here,
in
Nigeria.
Nigeria,
Huh.
not mainly,
Yeah,
but
I
like
think-
online and stuff like that. That very like it's easy to
It'll be-
hack that in
they're gonna
Nigeria.
hack that.
Yeah,
so
so I thought, to be honest, I thought that would have been a good idea.
I don't
Really?
think.
But someone actually told me like, nah, it would that they
And
would,
that's
they
what
would,
the thing
they would
is.
hijack the
Well,
whole
This
thing.
what
is
was
what the
their
thing.
reason?
America
Yeah.
sets the
That they will
gold
hijack
standard.
that they will hijack the whole
They
thing.
set the gold standard, and then
I
from there
actually think that
everybody
should
starts.
only- I
But I
think-
know they are already working. I think they're trying to implement the ability for people to vote from diaspora.
But I think
But
that.
but
I
don't
think
it'll
the
be
only way to do it
electronic.
is to do it via banking.
No, they're still finding around that.
Via banking.
Yeah,
No,
so you
your
mean like
banking
through your
app.
BVN?
Your BVN.
Yeah.
One number or whatever, and then you just do it one time, and then obviously the BVN will. Hopefully
I
they don't
guess
hack that.
maybe that could work. I mean,
Yeah, because they can track it anyway. So one account, your name to it, whatever, and then
They
keep
can't
it.
just
Like,
create
I'm just so
more.
upset at Nigeria and all this
More
rigging.
work.
Everything
No.
you say they're
You-
going to
how many
rig it.
numbers do you want to create on that? It's hard to. I think it's not easy. You have to show your identification. How many accounts you can do? You only do it from one account under one BVN number, because your BVN goes for all accounts
All
you
your
have
accounts.
in every bank. So it doesn't matter. You can't go and open up. It's not like you can have another BVN number. That is
Yeah.
your. It's like your social security number, I guess
Yeah.
to say. So then you vote one time with that, maybe through the bank vote, and then
And that's
go.
it.
Yeah. Now the only problem is that obviously not everybody in the country has a bank
Yeah,
account.
not everyone. has
Yeah, at
access to
least
that.
they.
But if they don't have a bank account, maybe they should chill.
No,
Yeah.
I have this question, and I always ask everyone this question. If you wanted to like change Nigeria, where would you start from? Like, you know how they have like the 7 point-
Education,
like what is it like
I think I would.
for agriculture? Like, what is it that you guys would say? You know,
Education.
like
like,
if I wanted to
education.
change
Just
Nigeria,
one
if I
thing
wanted to
and-
make Nigeria better.
First,
Yeah,
I
no,
find,
no,
first
to make it better, like, you know, what's that one thing you say? Let me just start from here. Like, this is a good starting point.
I would master account all the country's funds first.
You do what?
Like put all the money in one account first. Let it just be entering one account. I mean, that sounds crazy, obviously, because you'd have to still send it to this parastatal or that, but just hold one account first, because the way the money is flying is probably ridiculous. But maybe electricity,
Please,
obviously.
please educate
think-
me on
I
that,
think-
because I'm
Well,
actually
master account?
no, like how. So currently the money is not in one place. It's like
Definitely now. Obviously,
I
all the
mean-
different
No, different
institutions,
needs to have their
different
own
institutions are definitely holding different, because that's
so when
their
they're like
powers.
making the budget and they're like budgeting. I'm so sorry, I
I
don't.
think
Yeah,
it comes
that's
from
fine, yeah.
it comes from it comes from ministry.
Wait, no, let us finish your question.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
they're
so
making
like
budget,
when they're making the budget and they want to like distribute the money, like so how does it now
okay,
go
so
to these people
so
that
what
already
he's
have
saying,
that?
what he's saying is that all monies concerning government are in one account. So let's say they are in. FG.
That's what I'm thinking. It already is
no,
like.
No, it's
So
not.
no. So now the federal government, I don't know. So maybe the executive may have an account. The Ministry of Finance
Yeah,
has
exactly.
an account now, and then when money is being
NSA also
distributed
has an
for
account. Yeah.
when budget is released and money is being sent out, each ministry, each parastatal also have accounts that money is sent into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you go to a parastatal, let's use, for example, FRSC, right? You want to go do your license. You pay into an FRSC account. So what he's saying is that money should go into the Ministry of Finance account. So all the monies, everything that is, every revenue that government is making is going into
Very
one
smart. But
account.
obviously, you would have it like with the code of what it's coming from to be in that line, but to be a
Yeah.
master account of some sort.
Okay.
And then pass it down to whatever. Then you can probably really look at what's going on, I think, to my belief.
And you can now like divide it up and change like how much is going
see
to
how
what.
See how it's probably being. But you'll probably still not be able
Distributed.
to follow how the money goes once it's
Once
dished
it's
out.
still set out, yeah.
But electricity is
I
definitely.
definitely will work on power.
That'll work on power, right?
I know because you
I'll
know,
definitely work on power as the first thing to.
Yeah, no,
No.
electricity is important.
I think because I remember when my mom was telling me
Power and
about like
transport.
you see the like those nice shoes like Gucci shoes, premium leather shoes like in Aba they used to make them like with electricity they used to make premium shoes like shoes, bags and things and then they lost like there was no power anymore so they couldn't even make it and now it was like I'm
And I
going to
feel
get
also
a
power
gen
affects cost of
put
production.
Yeah.
you get
Like
like
why all
Yeah.
these foreign companies can't
Yeah.
come and bring their industry to Nigeria?
One of
like,
my ideas of my first reasons, even when I was like super like 12 to 14, I used to think that power was just like the thing because I used to look at all these shops now. Go to like Bannex, now you see how that there's 10 different stores selling the same thing. Now imagine if they were all working with gen. They were not working with gen. They all had electricity. Whichever one is probably making the most would
Most
possibly
importantly-
buy out
Most
the
importantly,
other
when you
ones
get
and
there,
grow.
You
You
can
probably
have a
grade.
conversation without hearing grrrr.
Well, yeah, there's that. But you
Yeah,
can
the
also like
headache.
you could expand your shop within there and almost make your own Radio Shack because then you will now just have. If your business is doing well, you can employ more people instead of throwing more money back into
But
generator.
even
and other
electricity
things.
That-
on its
it
own
really
is really
sucks up a lot.
expensive. Right
It's
now,
going to be
I feel
expensive.
as-
Of course, it's
right
expensive.
now, I feel as
Electricity-
though like
electricity is ex-
generator is even cheaper than the electricity itself.
Electricity
you think in the long run, do you think that's how it's still going? Because we still pay electricity and the generator
Electricity is
anyways.
expensive because we're also not generating enough.
No.
So there's a certain, it's not described as that, but a certain level of scarcity. So this increase in electricity rates came about as the gen codes, I think that's what they call them, are trying to offer you more light, but it's now going to cost you more. So part of the deal is that for those people in certain areas where your electricity went up, you're going to be getting, I
The
think,
premium of
yeah,
lights or light
yeah,
supply.
so like maybe
Yeah,
20 hours of
my house
light.
in VI. Oh
But
my
then you
God,
are now
that thing
paying
used to
so much
black
more
out,
for
man.
it.
That thing, I thought Batman could have lived there in his cave. That could have been his cave. When he wants to turn it. Now, like I be there, they turn off the lights. It comes on like 5 minutes.
Oh
Yeah.
my
No,
God.
no,
are
no.
So you have
serious?
more light,
Yeah.
but it also costs more, so you're now spending more.
But I feel like for
on
me,
it.
it's going to be education. Like Tony Blair said, like
But
education.
you know why people?
education,
I think you can say
education.
education now because the problem with I heard someone say education before, and what the issue with education was that you will not see the results until 20 years almost.
In the long run,
Because
I'm
you
like
need-
education,
No,
education.
The long run, but the long
Education-
run for politicians
A
now
more
doesn't
educated
necessarily mean
society
because they're not going
is
to get
gonna
that.
vote in,
They're
like-
not going to benefit
So
from
exactly-
it now.
Immediately, so no politics.
It's a long-term
that's why-
process.
yeah,
That's
that's
why-
why-
Even if
That's
it's
why-
a
that's why-
long-term process,
that's why I
let me
asked
tell you,
you two things.
education
Are you
benefits.
talking about what will I do to make Nigeria better now, or what will I do to change Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Right? If I'm trying to change Nigeria, education will be the first place. I don't
Education,
even
man.
like the basic education, like social understanding, political awareness.
Political awareness,
people
education,
understanding
like
the
it's gonna
importance-
be
the
forced.
importance of
Everybody
their
should go to
vote.
school
So that's the
until,
way.
like,
That's the
before
way.
secondary school
That's the
hours.
way to change
I think-
the current
I think-
political
I think
elite.
justice system,
Look at-
honestly, but education does.
But
play
look
into
at the
that.
But-
poorest
but
parts
in
in
making
Nigeria.
Nigeria
They are the most
better,
educated
I will
people in
do-
Nigeria.
Power and then
Wait, what?
The people who are suffering from the most poverty in Nigeria,
Yeah.
according to a study, are the most uneducated people in Nigeria.
Well, that's how it is in anywhere.
In
Anywhere.
most places,
Do you understand
yeah.
what I'm saying? So to uplift the people, like mentally,
Education, that's
financially,
what I'm saying, but
everywhere,
education is not
educate
the-
them.
That's what I'm
Let me tell you
saying.
something.
The way you're looking at
education
ed-
results, you cannot expect it now.
Even if it's
No,
not
think
now.
about it realistically.
even
Listen to what he's saying.
even
Like, think about it realistically.
If you're
Which
a politician,
will go
right
and say
now, you think
education?
you want to do
No,
education right now, it's not going to come out in your
Benefit you-
favor anytime soon.
Exactly. So let's talk about viable, like
Anytime
options that are
soon.
actually viable. Like
No,
things that
no,
will
it's
actually-
viable in terms of the long run to make
Exactly.
a change for
But,
Nigeria.
like, who is gonna do it?
The immediate
It's up to
effect
us
of it
to do
is
it.
delayed.
Who's gonna do it? Though?
It's up to us
so
to
it's-
do
It's
it.
almost
It's
like
up to-
it's not
It's
gonna
up to us
happen.
It's up to us
you
to do
understand?
it. Yeah.
Because you guys keep,
It's up to
everyone
us.
keeps
You
shouting
see,
that we keep
everything-
voting in on like
Yeah. See,
stupid leaders. Like
Yeah.
people are not educated
It's-
politically.
it's
like,
up. It's up
No,
to.
they're really not
So you
educated.
see,
they're
like,
not educated.
this whole-
they
this
feel
whole-
as though whoever is dashing them rice or everything.
Exactly.
An educated person will not do that.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm
This
saying?
whole this whole NSAT and how it
educated person can
and
be
how
hungry.
it and how it ended open up
Actually,
a
okay.
lot, open up a lot of
Okay.
people's minds. No, that's what
Okay, Raji,
education.
okay.
Education is
I
not just
understand.
education is not just about going
You
to
don't
school and having a degree.
I'm never going to be
It's about
hungry enough.
understanding
You
how
don't have to
things
put
impact
yourself as
Okay,
the
you
player
okay,
in
currently
I'm
and
wrong
presently. An
there,
educated
but
person, someone that
Raji-
understands that in depth,
No.
There are people
knows
with
that
PhD in Nigeria
what
that are
what
looking for
they are
food
collecting now
to eat.
It doesn't benefit.
is not going to
them.
stand for them
Right?
in the long
So-
run. So like
I feel as though
that
like-
As much as they
education
want to
has
be
to be.
intellectually sound and say that you can't be bought, I won't be bought. Someone brings.
No, but Raj, you
someone-
get what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Raj, you
And
get what I
an
mean.
educated
Raj,
man-
you
I
get what
obviously
I'm
understand
saying.
what you're
Like
saying.
what
No,
this
you're-
argument is
you're-
just based
you're-
on. But
you're educated.
Because I'm showing you the different avenues that
just- it's just
also
like-
take in making someone
No,
make a decision
Right,
outside
but
of just
education.
you having
Education is not just what you have in terms of degree.
There will
It's
always
in-
be people
it's in-
like that, no
It's in
matter
terms of
where.
understanding. It's
It's
in terms of
principle.
situation
Yeah.
analysis. It's in terms of
But
projections.
think about it.
It's
now.
in terms
If
of
you're poor
exposure
and
and
you're
aware.
educated now, sorry, and you can't get what you need, and it's rice that you're really.
I'm
looking
already
for.
poor and
and they
educated.
said that if
But-
you vote Buhari,
But
Yeah,
they will
yeah.
not. But no, I'm already
For
poor
their
and educated.
votes.
But no one cannot buy
if
my
I'm already
vote
poor
with
and
rice.
educated, I rebuke it in Jesus'
No,
Yeah,
name.
no, no, no.
rebuking.
If you were
we are
in
not
poverty
at
and you were
the point
educated,
where- yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
You
Yeah,
can't be
what
bought.
I'm always
that's
trying
the-
to
see,
what I'm always
that's
trying to bring
the
to light is
point,
that we should
because-
always try and remove ourselves and our view from the full concept of every other person that
Great.
we are not
So I'm
seeing.
not agreed. I'm not in poverty the way you look at it. Do you think there are not people at my level or even above my level who are still being bought?
Of course they are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man, you
so
can
the
buy me
poverty
for
is
a
not
lot.
the poverty is not about the money. It's about understanding what is best for you now
Yeah.
and the future. That's
Yeah.
that's what the
But,
education is. That's exactly what the
do you call
education
it?
is.
Instant gratification or instant reward is something that is very much done in this country to a high regard.
Of course, and
Right
that's,
now, that
and that's
right
the
now
education
thing,
that we
yeah.
have to change. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's the mindset that has to be changed. People now need to see the long run. You can't.
I
you
feel
can't
like
keep.
it's the justice
You can't.
system
You
now.
can't keep complaining.
I feel like it's the justice system, the legal and justice system. I feel like once people can feel like, okay, if I invest in this country and something goes wrong, I know for sure that the police or the legal department will do something about it. Things will change. And if there's corruption, people will still do something about it. I think things will change. Me, I think it's the legal and justice department. Because if we
It's
can now
possible.
hold people accountable,
Yeah, of course.
then for
See,
sure,
you can't
like,
say-
it's-
once
but
when you're
again,
saying legal and
that
justice
also-
department,
that
you're
also-
kind of saying the whole thing entirely.
That also comes
because
down.
that is
It's
everything.
the cons- it's
That
the, it's the
also
structure
that
of-
also
it's the
comes down
fabric
to
of the country to some
education.
extent.
Because if people are aware of their rights, if people are aware of what they can do, people have sued the country and people have won. People have been paid settlements by. So people need to be aware of how and who they can hold accountable, right? At every
I
stage.
find the process of doing it easy. The
For-
ease
well,
of it. Let me
the
say
process,
something.
the process might never be easy. It's not even
No,
just. It may
but
not-
that is a
it may
problem
not
because
even just be-
frustration of results is something that is very much. You
I
will
agree.
change your
I'm not-
mind and
I'm
decide
not-
to
see,
face
I'm
your
not-
thorns.
I'm not saying that it's not a challenge. Of course it is. But first of all, you have to even know where to start.
No, think about if I'm
You're-
hungry,
you have
right? If I'm hungry, do you really think I will leave my time to go and be chasing something that's
Of course not.
exactly? So the ease
Yeah,
of it is very
there's a
important.
frustrating factor there.
No, ease of doing it, of course, is important. But you need to start at the right place. Now,
Bro, we
if
done
my
done.
issue, if the
2
issue,
hours.
if the issue I have should be dealt with by my local government rep, and I'm going to National Assembly to complain about it, I'm already doing the wrong thing. If I'm not aware, if I'm not aware of the right steps and the right channels to go to, then I also am wasting my time. So that's why the education is important. You need to be aware of everything. So like even with these police issues, lots of people were saying, oh, they are complaining here. And some people, I was on a live and someone said that these things should have been first reported to at the Police Service Commission before you even go anywhere else. So if you don't know that, and I didn't know that then, so it's something that I learned now. So if we don't have that education, people don't know their rights and who to hold accountable for what, then you would be frustrating yourself. So the system may work, the system may be frustrating, and to be honest, when you're fighting government anywhere in the world, the system is always frustrating. But if you don't even know what to do, then it's going to be harder.
Preach, Captain Awesome. Preach, Captain Awesome. That's what's up.
So
That's
I
what.
feel like we're coming to an end
We reached the end.
of what?
We reached the end.
To the podcast, and I just want to say Inji is amazing.
AJ, you're looking at food.
What else can I do, man? I'm going into
Beach body is out of beach body is done
yeah. You remember the beach body? I even forgot that one. I'm going to eat my mom's food.
for. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Ghana
This
Jollof.
was,
Yeah, thank you guys
This was
for being here.
amazing. Woman
It's really
energy
nice.
is always
It's always amazing.
the she's Nick.
Guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed the
Thank
episode.
you, guys.
So please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube. That's it. Cut there.
Follow us on
YouTube,
Instagram,
Instagram, Twitter,
Please be
Pinterest.
sure.
Instagram.
There's
you
literally
already
a
know.
screen that says, please be sure to subscribe to our official YouTube and the news channel. So guys, beware, they are reading.
What?
He said, is this a news channel?
He said, please
No,
be
but
sure.
is this a news channel? You said you are reading. Is this what we're on? Is it?
Well, you get the concept,
Please
Sari.
follow
You see, you don't know how to move the mic.
That's what she said.
Follow us.
Please follow Accidental Discharge on Instagram. You already know the vibes, and we signing out. You already know how we do.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
see you
yeah.
next week.
See y'all next
That's
week.
on
That's on
period.
period.
Do that your thing now. That's on period.
Period. Sari likes it low-key.
I find it to be so
Thank
amusing.
you
That's
for
on
watching
period.
Accidental Discharge.